Hello there everyone, and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Ash's Afterglow on Apocalypse. This is map 20, Disarray. Alrighty, here we have arrived at the next map, map 20, Disarray. And I'm pretty sure Disarray is only spelled with one S, but I'll double check that. If it is misspelled in the map title, I think I won't misspell it in the video title. But we have arrived at a nature walk. Ooh. And, ooh. This doesn't look very nature-y. Alright. Lucy, take 5. I shall be back for you later. Hey, your head's clipping through the fence. Let's make it so your head is not clipping through the fence. Much better. And don't worry, she won't go anywhere. But we will be back for her. She is in no danger. Besides, even if she was, I'm sure she could defend herself. But yes, so this is a much smaller map as you can see. Only 55 kills in total, 21 items, which of course is tentative, and 3 secrets. Yeah. Ooh, that music. It sounds like a sped up version of the Blood Falls track, which is actually an Alice in Chains song, Angry Chair. Anyway. So in here we come to our first fork. You don't even have to go straight. This is where we go to progress, but first we're going to go through here. We're going to snag us some lovely items. And most importantly, secret number 1. See these little bricks that are jutting ever so slightly out of the wall? Yeah, just go up. And remember how I said in the previous map that if you fail the dialogue tree, like I did with Larry the Mutant, and you can't purchase those night vision goggles, those NVGs, you can get them for free. Right here. But look out in this room. We got bug doggies. And now we got no bug doggies. But yeah, you can take them out from this room over here to get a drop on them. And that's all for this room. Now there's a box of 45 Colt down there, but I don't need it, so we will ignore it for now. And we'll just go ahead and head up here. Speaking of 45 Colt, we're going to whip out the revolver right now because... yeah, buddy. You didn't think you'd seen the last of these guys, did you? Oh, God. Woo! Hey, he blew himself up. And I somehow didn't get hit by it. That was actually kind of awesome. Not even going to lie. But yes, if those things touch you, they will take I don't know, about a half second or so and then blow themselves up. And if you get hit by that, it does hurt pretty badly. So, don't. Anyway, turn this valve here, this very squeaky valve, to open that door. And then flip... oh, gnats, or moths. Never noticed that before. Interesting. Flip this switch to drop this platform into place, this catwalk. There's a first aid kit up there. We will be getting up there a little bit later. But for now, let's just head on through here. Let's see, what weapon... I think this shotgun will work just fine. So in here we have some bug dogs and a cannibal overseer up top. Oh, okay. Yeah, now watch out. The overseer's projectile... he can shoot that over ledges pretty easily, so... oh, yeah, see, like that. I didn't get close enough to the wall. Oh! Did you just... damn! You know, you get to live for a little bit longer because that was awesome. I've never seen a bug dog kill an overseer before. And the overseer just completely ignored it. He was like, no, screw you. You can't do anything to me. I'm just going to try to kill the scaver. Nope. That was... I guess I already hit it a few times because it only took like 2 or 3 bites and it was dead. Awesome. But up here, we have another bug dog as well as a manslayer cannibal. Well, you know what that means. Goodbye. Man, I love this thing. Lesson number 1 about Ash's Afterglow. Always install both mods of the Junker Musket at once. Go ahead and install the extended barrel on the Colt first, because it is very useful. But man, oh man. once you get that Junker musket. Now, if only this thing were like an actual railgun where the bullet could, you know, penetrate enemies. Sadly, it cannot, but that's alright. It still one-shots Overseers. And that is good enough for me. Oh, and also, so reloading does not cancel your zoom, but boot knifing does. I think that might be new. I don't think boot knifing used to cancel that, but that is really nice. I wish reloading did too, but that may just be me. Alright, anyway, drop down through here, and, yep, finally up in these high-up pipes with the first aid kit that I cannot grab. I can grab that other box of 45 Colt if I want, but nah. Not really worth it for 2 bullets. I think 118 out of 120 is plenty. But we have more bug dogs and another Overseer to contend with. Let's go ahead and whip out good old Master Blaster. Oh, that time he wanted to pay attention to him. Okay. Maybe I damaged the first Overseer first. That's why he didn't infight with the bug dog. That's my guess. But, fresh, yellow apocalyptic air. Take it in. Yeah, I guess this is enough of a nature walk. Even though it takes place at what seems to be a satellite array. I guess that's why it's called Disarray. But, yeah, antenna array, satellite array, whatever. But, I hope you don't enjoy the outside too much, because we're dropping right back inside. This door requires a silver utility key. That door is opened later and actually leads to secret number 2. And this door also requires a silver utility key. So we can't go there yet. We'll just head on through here. Through this nuclear piss waterfall and flowing river. And then down here we have a little bit of a challenging fight. We'll have 2 bug dogs and a cannibal Overseer. Yeah, do not get into the green pool. Your Geiger counter is going to go haywire. See? Like this. But get into the shadows here and you'll be fine. Now in here, this is one of the 2 scary encounters that can be scary if you're unprepared. We're not going to use that just yet. Maybe I will, I don't know. But what I do here, don't move. Don't move, don't make a sound. We just grab the key, go ahead and grab the shells, charge up the railgun, and come on. Just like that. Now there's going to be another, yeah, Manslayer. You probably just heard him. But we'll take these small fries out first. Keep an eye out. Do not let Manslayers catch you sleeping. You will pay for it. He never usually walks that far up those stairs. Hey, works for me. Man, I love the sound lever action rifles make. Alright, well, that went really well. Go ahead and reload our boomsticks. And you know what? We are actually going to come back here a bit later. Or we can circle back here a bit later. So I will wait to look at the workbench till then, because we are going to collect our second of 4 collectibles in this map. And that collectible is in secret number 3, which is very, very close to secret number 2. But for right now, we have the silver key. Let's move on forward. Go across this minecart here. This leads up to level progression, and then way up there... Yeah, see that other open alcove? That's secret number 3. Not going to worry about it for right now, though. For now, we're going to go through this bit of a pipe maze here. Not really a maze, it's linear. Impossible to get lost. Turn a couple of valves. Head on through here to flip this switch here. And this switch will actually open the door to secret number 2. But watch out. You don't get it for free. Oh no. You get nothing for free. Except you guys. You get this for free. Ooh, pointy weapon. Someone could lose their life. Yeah. But yeah, for here, I like to kind of back myself into the elevator here, because doing so forces the cannibals, if they actually come to you, which those last three didn't, to kind of bottleneck into it. And it's kind of impossible for them to flank you, whereas out here, they can flank you very easily, and you do not want to get flanked by cannibals. No, sir. But here's the door they came out of, and here's secret number 2. We got junk, we got more junk, we got 45 Colt in this case, which is also what that box gave me in my practice run, funnily enough. And that's it, unless these barrels hide anything. Ooh, which they both did. Sweet. Armor scraps. I'll take it. And yeah, that's it. Nothing too much to collect in here, mainly junk, but hey. Junk makes the world go round. Alright, let's make sure we are all nice and reloaded. Oh, and I promise we will be using this M16 soon. Not yet, though. Mainly because ammo for it is so scarce. You will eventually find vendors who sell you ammo for it. Which there's a bit of a funny detail about that. I think I'll get into that in the next video. But notice the ammo type for it at the very, very bottom on the ammo display, 223. So that is 223 Remington, which the M16 can fire. But the vendors, well, they don't call it that. They call it something different, and we will see what that is. There's actually one in the next map, which is the next hub map, by the way. This is the final regular map for, well, for now, because the second and final hub map is after this one. Anyway, let's get back into the swing of things. Get it? Swing. Gonna go up this elevator, whip out the Master Blaster, because there's going to be another Overseer waiting for us, along with some Bug Dogs. Oh, and a standard cannibal. Yeah, I forgot about them. Ooh, twofer. Ooh, that was a very lucky twofer. Ooh, alright, let's see. Get some 9mm. Always need more 9mm. Yep, there's the angry chair part again. Sitting on an angry chair. Well, I'm gonna have to listen to that now. Anyway, secret number 3. We're gonna call this elevator back up using this switch, but it's not going to stop here. Onward! Ooh. A D20. Sure, why not? Got collectible 2 of 4. You feel someone judging you. That's the first time I've actually heard that whisper. And I can only assume this is supposed to be a Dungeons & Dragons reference, because D20. Though there are other games that use D20s, I'm sure. But yep. So that's our last secret, and our second of 4 collectibles. Ooh. Well, let us not dilly nor dally. We have stuff to do. 5 more kills, and 8 more items. Now, I think there's 1 or 2 first aid kits we had to skip, so we will be missing some items by the end of this, unless something bad happens and I need to go back and get them. Which hopefully does not happen. But for now... Oh, look! The exit doors, but they are locked. You open them with that switch. That switch requires a red access card, which we don't have yet. But in the meantime... Oh, love the sound of ammo clattering like that. Ammo bag. 1 more item for us to collect. And these little 50 cal machine gun trucks. Got some goodies hiding in between them. Shells, 9mm, and a couple of pipe bombs. Ooh, you know what? We haven't used pipe bombs in a while. Let's do the thing. Let's use 2 of them. Whoop. Oh yeah, fire in the hole. A little bit late, but better late than never. Now, there's 2 manslayers, and yep, we have a master as well. You know what? Take a shower. You stink. Oh, the other manslayer died. Nice. You stink even worse. There can be only one Master Blaster master around here. And it is not you. Now, why were all these mutants inside here? Well, we'll find that out here in a sec, but in the meantime... Oh, looky there. It's Lucy. Now, we can't open the doors from here. We have to go this way first. Looks like a radio station. Oh. Machine gun turrets? Constantine wire? Oh, there's the satellite antennas of the antenna array / satellite array. Oh, goody. And the music stopped. That's always a good sign, isn't it? B-104. United States... something. I can't read that. Keep clear. No entry. Something, something, something. Warning. Photograph and recording equipment prohibited. Well, the last time I saw that sign was inside the spire. Uh-oh. Oh, I really don't want to go in here, but we have to. Knock, knock, you bastards. Uh-oh. Ooh, something went on in here. I will take this guy's M16, though. Thank ya. Ooh, man. Something definitely went on in here. Now we got the quiet music again. The scary, creepy, gloom-filled music. Flickering lights. Yep, that's classic. Dead bodies everywhere. Yep, check, check, check. Ooh. A stash. Food. First aid kit. Also can't get that one. Oh, a terminal. A terminal displaying strings of text, amazingly still active. Several options are available. Emergency alert. Unauthorized protocols in effect. Error code 54LD7384. Automated defense control. Connection lost. Devices may be damaged or unplugged. Error code 54LD7633. Communications control. System has timed out. Please enter your login details to continue. Message logs. Error. There is a problem with the server's security permissions. Server owner does not match certificate owner. Message log reports may be missing or outdated. Well, at least we have options here. Log. 3 years ago. Message sent to DO1 Sigma. Or is that DOI Sigma? Because in this font, 1 and I look the exact same. And everything's also in all caps. That doesn't help. I'm going to guess it's probably I. Maybe DOI, Department of Intelligence? That's a real thing, is it not? Department of Intelligence? It sounds real. One of those government branches, or like those 3-letter government departments. Like the DOJ, the CIA, the FBI, the ATF. Okay, I'm going to say it's DOI. Department of Intelligence Sigma. Yeah, that sounds better than DO1. I think it is supposed to be DOI. Anyway, message sent to DOI Sigma. Status report from the General. Mission partial success. Rest of team dead. History and codes recovered. General will rendezvous here and then proceed to your location. Athena has been partially neutralized. Array out. Log. 1 year ago. Startup memo added. Due to native despair background, access to lower levels is hereby restricted. No one is to enter unless in emergencies, and no one is to enter alone. Have moved operations to Central Tower. Continue to monitor anomalous occurrences. Log. 4 days and 16 hours ago. Internal log. Remote user has been granted access. Remote user logged in as administrator. Remote user has requested a download of user history. Download authorized by administrator. 54 megabyte download has completed successfully. Remote user has logged out. Log. 4 days and 12 hours ago. Message to DOI Sigma failed to send. Mayday, mayday, under heavy attack. Turrets are running dry and hostile mutants have breached the compound. Heavy casualties. Evac required ASAP. Oh. In the span of 4 hours. That, that doesn't bode well for us now, does it? I'll leave this thing alone for now. Something of some sort definitely occurred here. Well, look at all this expensive government equipment, though. All these mainframes. Got some control panels with way too many buttons on them. Yep. Also classic. Ooh, another M16. Hey, look at that. Just like that, we got 60 more rounds of 223. That is an Ingram, I believe. Yeah, Ingram. It's laying on its side. It looks kind of angular from a distance, like the handle is at a 45-degree angle, but no, it's just kind of laying on its side. That's why it looks kind of weird from a distance, but that is most definitely the Ingram Sprite. Well, I suppose the only way to go is down. Ooh. I can see the grid lines in the water. Oh, wait, no, that's tiling. That's the floor. At least I assume it is. Ooh, we have rooms. Pump room. Okay. Nothing of real interest in here. Switch gear. Nothing in there. Air filter. Oh. Locked, huh? Fine. I want to see you anyway. Data store. There we go. Oh. Wall-mounted servers. Okay, rec room. Aw, come on. You can't lock the rec room. Man, I wanted to play some ping pong. Restrooms. Men's room and women's room cannot be opened. And I don't think there's anything in there. There is no way to get in there that I know of. So, yeah, that door just partially opens as a tease. I could try no clipping in there, but I ain't gonna. Male dorm. Alright. So we got 4 bunk beds for 8 people. Though I suppose in times of emergency, 2 people could share each bed. They do look at least to be full-size mattresses. Maybe even queen. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 people, 16 at most. A gold security key needed. Ooh. And the black and yellow striped pillars, that looks like top secret to me. No, can't go in the female dorm. No fun. Level sucks. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Oh. Okay. Okay, what is this? Get smart? You shall not beat me, doors. Ha. See? I told you you wouldn't beat me. Storeroom. Hey. Oh. Hey. What are you? Are you all closed now? Okay, good. They are.
Yeah. This'll do. Just need one more good piece.
The car shop air gun. That is part number 2 of 3 of the, what's it called? Processing pig or pig processor? Or Project Pig, that's right. This is the part that I couldn't remember what it was or where it was located. But yeah, it's right here. And I know where the third piece is, and we're not there yet. We're actually a good bit away from that. Workshop. Ooh. Hey, you look like a key. And that's because you are. Junk and 45 Colt. Speaking of which, let's make sure all my crap is reloaded. Don't mind me, just checking my munitions. Could use some more fuel for Smacky, but she'll do fine just for right now. Alright, take it we're done here. I didn't do that. Hey, don't you close on me. If you're gonna open for me, you stay open, damn it. Okay, this place is getting a little bit creepy, but I'm sure it won't get any worse. What have we here? Ooh, we're going further down. That's always nice. Ooh, the mess hall. Can't get into the kitchen. Oh. Scaver's hungry. Raiding all these ancient military installations makes a man hungry, know what I'm saying? Oh. A machine gun turret. And it yeah, it looks like it's pretty busted. Yeah, that's gonna keep me out alright. Not. Whoa. Logisticals. One of which with a 50 cal machine gun on it. Now, why do all three of you have machine guns? Maybe the other two got ripped off or something, or they haven't built them in yet. Well, they ain't gonna be built now. There's nobody else in here but me, presumably. Ooh. These look official. XO. XO. You know, I looked that up before, but I have since completely forgot what XO stands for. Let's just do a quick little Google search. XO meaning in military. Yeah, no, not kisses and hugs or hugs and kisses. Executive officer. Second in command to the CO or commanding officer. Okay. Yeah, gotta love the military. It's XO instead of EO because EO probably stands for something else. But for now, let's see. 13, property NCO or non-commissioned officer. Locked. Okay. Gunnery sergeant. Locked. Now, dirtbag. First sergeant. Locked. Executive officer. Locked. Okay. Commanding officer. Locked. Ops room. You're already cracked open. Ooh. Hey. This looks top secret. What's that? NORAD Sigma Zeus. Time 2140. Code AB1. Something 0600. High ceilings. Fatigues on the wall. The US flag. Random chairs strewn about. And, ooh. A War Games-esque operations table with pieces on it. And a very reflective surface. Look at that. That is cool. But look, the scaver has no reflection. He's a vampire. And the maximum hum buzz of those backrooms-esque fluorescent lights. You shall not scare me today. And, ooh, hey, there's a red access card, but what's the deal with this? A terminal displaying strings of text. It seems to be displaying a list of radio frequencies. There doesn't seem to be any options available. How about if I hit a key at random? All at once, the system comes to life. See? I knew that would work. An options display covers the screen. A flashing yellow triangle with an exclamation sits at the top of the screen, with the words 17 errors found. Select the errors icon. Several error messages fill the screen. Most are in code speak, and you have no idea what they mean. But apparently connection to something called Sigma has been lost, as well as a warning about a missing scheduled update due 70 years ago. I'll check the occurrence log. A long list of technical entries fill the screen, each titled with a date and timestamp. Most of the older entries are grayed out. The logs go back about 70 years or so. The last occurrence is dated a year ago. I'll have a look at the most recent entry. The most recent entry appears to be a memo added to this terminal 1 year ago. The log reporting and controls have been transferred to the system on the ground floor. This terminal for emergencies only. Do not modify any of the user settings or will be locked out again. Kepling. Let's see what's been happening recently. There are very few recent entries. Most seem to be error reports marked by the exclamation icon. Only a handful catch your eye. Mission report 3 years ago. Message sent to DOI Sigma. Confirmation of the target. Longest transmission yet. We've narrowed it down to the Atlanta interior. The general is en route with his team. Will update on situation when they return. Transcript supplied. Kepling. Alright, let's see what this transcript has to say. Transcript. 4 minutes of number sequence 60, 44, 31, 0, 143, 40, 31, 7. Static distortion. Unknown cause. Followed by this. Immediately, Athena leapt from the skull of her father, already dressed for battle and carrying a spear. She became a protector and a teacher of wisdom to man. But she remained a goddess of war, and her wrath was terrible to behold. Transmission lost after this point. Aw, shame. Alright. Incident report. 2 years ago. Message sent to DOI Sigma. We've managed to restore the backup logs. The information retrieved from the Spire has allowed us access to the lower levels, but we are still missing most of the door codes. Background phenomena seems to be low, but rises sharply towards the officer quarters, and it's making the men nervous. We'll report on any changes. Kepling. Maybe that's why they sealed this place off with a gold security card. Or, access key. No, security key. Yeah, key, not card. Okay. Incident update 11 months ago. Message sent to DOI Sigma. We've searched the entire facility. Still no sign of Groves. No one has found any trace of him, and he didn't leave through the main entrance. I'm reporting this as confirmed phenomena and restricting access to the lower levels. Kepling. I'll have a look at the older stuff. Couldn't hurt. Most of the entries are marked as inaccessible. When you try to click on one at random, it states that the incident has been verified and marked as classified. A lot of them are titled Launch Detected, each with a set of coordinates. A couple of others seem interesting. Incident, July 10th, 1989, pending. Or, depending on what part of the world you're in, that could be October 7th, or the 7th of October, but since this takes place in the States, I'm going to say it means July 10th. Interception, radar. Time, 0330. Location, East Coast. Classification, pending, awaiting review. Identified vessel matching silhouette of Kilo-class Soviet submarine. Vessel appeared to be approaching area 40 kilometers east of Charleston. Vessel vanished before interception craft arrived. Eyewitness claims of the ocean at the site, quote, boiling. Ooh. Interesting. Incident. December 19th, 1989. Pending. Okay, yeah, there is no 19th month, so this is using the US format, definitely. December 19th of 89, pending. Interception. Telephone call. Time, 22:30. Caller, Brad P. Wickers. Occupation, Military Technology Analyst. Location, Robbins Air Force Base. Classification, pending, awaiting review. Read transcript. That's the thing. The vectors are all wrong. This can't be an infection. It works through numbers and proximity, not contact. It's only the population centers that are being affected. But how the hell are we going to stop that? Tell the army to evacuate every city in the country? They'll never believe that. Infection. Wow. I'll have a look at the most recent entry. Let's see. Recently. Older stuff. Older stuff. Okay. Most recent entry. Recently. I'll go back to the main options. Okay, I think that was error report. Several error messages fill the screen. Oh wait, I've already seen that. Occurrence log, I've done that before. Antenna control? What's this do? It looks like the communication system is offline. Apparently, connection has been lost to the main antenna. Must have been damaged in the fighting, I guess. I'll go back. Tactical display. The screen switches to an illuminated grid display. It seems that several prominent points are indicated by an icon. A series of words are flashing at the bottom of the screen. Go to Sigma. Contact Athena. Protect the seeds. Protect the seeds. Wait, Athena? A lot of the locations look to be very close. One is a town marked Prosperity, about a mile away. To the north is a red icon marked Sigma. Release Athena. Find Sigma. Do not let them have the seeds. Error. Telemetry out of date. Insert survey disk to update. Survey disk? Wait. I wonder if this machine could read that disk I found in the spire. Yep. Remember that trip we took back to the spire? That thumb drive we ripped out? This is where you put it. As you insert the disk into the console, you hear some loud whirring as the console reads its contents. Warning. The following file has been classified secret. Unauthorized access will incur a fine and/or prosecution. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yep. The console grinds loudly and the tactical display suddenly shows a glowing red dot somewhere to the north. File transfer successful. Directory Anomaly 210 found. File author Newgard Gargoyle, last access directory 3 years ago. Alright, what do his notes say? Picked up a signal coming from the north. Not one of our frequencies, and it's encoded. Coordinates are enclosed. Let's see if you guys can crack this one. There's a sound file? Let's give it a listen. Okay, that's just creepy. A hiss of static and garbled voice speaking words I don't recognize. That was definitely Russian. At least it sounded. I mean, Soviet-class submarine, what else could it be? Of course, I mean, weren't the other U.S. or Soviet Union republics? I mean, it wasn't just Russia. It was like Russia, it was Ukraine, it was Belarus. But, I mean, maybe it's Russian. I'll say it is. I mean, it could be gibberish with a Russian-sounding accent, for all I know, but I'll say it's Russian. Print map copy. Ooh, what's this do? You tear the sheet of paper from the printer. It looks pretty good. Better than the maps you're used to using. As you look up, you notice a message has appeared on the screen. Warning. Printer ink empty. Terminal locked. I think I'm done here. Time to grab my dog and find this town. So, yes. That secret map in the gap, Return to the Spire. That dialogue tree with the terminal there. That involved you ripping out that thumb drive. This is the terminal you plug it into. And doing both of those things, getting the thumb drive from that map, and then going through the dialogue tree here and getting this map from the printer, which I don't even know where the printer is. Nothing in here looks like a printer. Maybe it's connected to the monitor. Anyway, doing both of these things will grant you access to the true penultimate level of this episode, which is, I'm going to consider it a secret map because you have to go into a secret map and do some other, like, kind of secret-y stuff here in order to even access it in the first place. Otherwise, you can't go there. And you go straight from the second hub to the final map, which, yes, immediately after the second hub and all of its maps is the final map of the episode. But doing all these things grants you access to the penultimate level. So that's secretive enough for me. I'm going to call that a secret map. And, yeah. Just wait and see. Hello? 2 kills left. Oh boy. I have a railgun, and I ain't afraid to use it. But anyway, yeah, just wait until you see what this secret map is like. But we are a good distance away from that, so don't worry about it for right now. Nope. Not one wee little bit. But from what the dialogue tree was telling me, it sounds like we'll be dealing with a Soviet submarine. And a boiling ocean? Boiling because of nuclear radioactivity? That's my guess. Okay, it's all quiet. Who's there? Yeah, I am out of here. I'm gone. Okay, someone's definitely here. Someone is here indeed. You step through this threshold, the door seals shut behind you, and you have 2 new enemies. Well, 1 new enemy, but you see 2 of them, and these guys do not mess around. Charge up the railgun and say hello to the destroyers. Oh, watch out for those. So yes, these guys, they're armed with master blasters and radiation grenades. Oh god. Wow, that was a good throw. Oh man, they're gonna flood this freaking place. Alright, bring it on, you robed bastards. Gotta reload. Oh goodness. What do you got? I ain't afraid of your radiation grenades. Okay, I got 1. Come on. Come on. Yeah. The destroyers. Those guys, they don't play around. Now, you don't see too many of them. I don't actually think you see them at all again at all until the final map. But, man, Master Blasters and Radiation Cluster Grenades. Now, the Radiation Grenades don't damage you immediately. They just deal out an extremely high dose of radiation. And it can make your radiation level skyrocket from 0 to serious level, which puts your meter in the red in virtually no time at all. So if you don't have a thing of Radax with, or Radax, Purge stem with you, then at least turn on your regen stem. If you don't have that, keep your first aid kits handy. Try to take shelter from the radiation and just do what you can. Honestly, those are the most dangerous things about them. The Master Blaster is whatever. I mean, it hurts if it hits you, obviously, but it's easy enough to dodge. And that's probably the hardest encounter you have with them because it's such a confined room. The other places you fight them in are much more spacious, much more room for you to run around, so they're not as much of a threat there. But man, oh man, those things are not friendly at all. And I don't know about y'all, but I have had it with this place. The only two items we're missing are first aid kits, which I very clearly don't need. So, Lucy, I think it's high time we got the hell up out of here. What would they find in the Badlands? Crossing the mountains had been like stepping into another world. Parched wasteland and crumbling asphalt gave way to rolling plains and dense green woodland. Little showed there had ever been a war. Below me lay the Badlands, and it wasn't immediately obvious why it had earned such a name. From what I had heard, poor soil, warring factions, and dangerous wildlife were to blame, yet I could see no sign of it. Smoke rose in the distance, heavy and constant. If I was lucky, it would be from Prosperity, the local trading hub. That would be a good place to start looking for answers. And yes, we have finally arrived at the Badlands proper. Lucy and the Scaver look into the distance to see what all awaits them. The second hub map is next, and all the maps that are contained within. Let me tell you, if you thought Undercity was a big map, oh man. I mean, well, the map itself, I mean, Undercity and the Badlands, they're both probably similarly sized. Badlands just seems bigger because it's out in the open instead of inside of a, metro station. But the maps contained within this second hub are much bigger. And these are going to be some long maps coming up. I mean, this is already kind of long, and this was a this was a cooldown map as far as I'm concerned. But yes, that was Disarray. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your day or night. And I will see you next time when we venture into the Badlands. And what all could await us there, we'll just have to wait and see. So until that time comes, I will see you all when I see you. Bye-bye.